Hello everyone. Welcome to Birdsong BF. If you are curious about bird watching, also known as birding, this video is for you. Today I will share some basic knowledge for beginners, including how to choose the right equipment, how to identify birds, and a few simple tips that can make your birdwatching experience more enjoyable. Before we start, have you ever tried birdwatching before? And what is the most interesting bird you have ever seen? Let me know in the comments below. First, let's talk about what birding actually is and why many people love it. Birding is the activity of observing and identifying birds in their natural environment. People usually go to parks, forests, lakes, or open fields to watch different bird species. Birdwatching is not only a relaxing hobby, but it also helps people connect with nature. Listening to birds singing and spending time outdoors can reduce stress and improve your mood. Birding also trains your patience and observation skills, because birds move quickly and often hide in trees. In addition, birdwatchers can contribute to science by recording bird sightings and sharing them on platforms like eBird, which helps researchers track bird populations. Next, let's look at some basic equipment for beginners. The most important tool is a pair of binoculars. For most beginners, binoculars with specifications like 8 by 42 or 10 by 42 work very well. The first number represents the magnification and the second number represents the lens diameter. It is best to choose binoculars that are lightweight, comfortable to hold, and preferably waterproof. A bird identification guidebook or a mobile app can also be very helpful. Apps such as Bird Sounds Identifier can identify birds using photos or even their song. A smartphone is also useful for recording bird sounds or taking photos if you do not have a camera. Some birdwatchers like to bring a small notebook to record the birds they see, including the location and time. Finally, remember to wear neutral-colored clothes and bring practical items like water, a hat, sunscreen, and mosquito repellent. Now let's talk about how to identify birds. When you see a bird, there are several important things to observe. First is the size. Try to compare it with birds you already know, such as a sparrow or a pigeon. Second is the color and pattern on the bird's body, including the head, chest, wings, and tail. Third is the shape of the beak, because different birds have different beak shapes depending on what they eat. You should also pay attention to the bird's behavior. Some birds stay high in trees, some walk on the ground, and others fly in very distinctive ways. Another useful clue is the bird's song. Many species have unique calls that can help you identify them. Apps like Merlin Bird ID or BirdNet can analyze bird sounds and suggest possible species. A good strategy for beginners is to start by observing common birds in the area where you live. To improve your birdwatching experience, there are a few simple tips to keep in mind. The best time to observe birds is usually early in the morning or late in the afternoon, when birds are most active. Try to choose locations such as parks, forests, lakes, or fields where birds have food and shelter. Move slowly and stay quiet, because birds are very sensitive to noise and sudden movement. It is also important to keep a safe distance and use binoculars instead of approaching too closely. Recording your observations can also make the experience more meaningful. You can write down what birds you see and even share your sightings online with other birdwatchers. Finally, it is helpful to know some common mistakes beginners often make. One of the most common mistakes is making too much noise, which can scare birds away. Another mistake is trying to get too close to birds just to take a photo. It is always better to observe them from a distance. Some beginners also become impatient if they do not see birds right away, but birdwatching requires time and patience. Preparation is also important, so it is a good idea to check your equipment and bring the necessary items before you go. That's it for this beginner's introduction to birdwatching. I hope this information helps you explore nature and discover the fascinating world of birds. If you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. Feel free to leave a comment and tell me which bird you like the most. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Happy bird watching!